Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for the second game of Ordiger basketball here in 2015-2016. Montana Tech kind of shaking up the starting lineup to start this one. They've got Jalen Coates and then Lucas Vining, the freshman out of Great Falls High, getting the start. He's 6'3" and 200 pounds. He's getting the start in place of Cruz Gibbons Jr., who kind of just tweaked a little bit of an ankle yesterday in the matchup with the Thunder of Concordia University of Edmonton. So you've got Vining, Coates, Fleming Okeke, Paul Engstrom, and John Chapman on the floor for the Diggers. And on the floor for the Thunder, it's Jason Jones, Artez Scherer, Brett Jakubik, Adam Johnson, and Brett Carey. Jason Jones had 27 points as we are set to tip it up. Double tap in the middle. It'll go to Paul Engstrom, and the Diggers will control it. It'll be Jalen Coates with a basketball. As we've got it, left-hand side in the hands of Chapman. Chapman, left-hand wing, he'll fill it on inside. Okeke catches it in the middle, back out to Engstrom. Engstrom, shot clock down to 14 here on the opening possession. Chapman tries the jumper, it won't go. Rebound comes down to Vining. He put it up and put it in. Just like that, Lucas Vining scores the first points of the game for the Ordiggers to give them a 2-0 lead here on the Best Western scoreboard. Driving in, putting the shot up. It's a little bit of a bank shot. Not quite what you predicted, but Brett Jakubik gets the score. And it's 2-2 with 19:05 left to go here in the first half. Fleming Okeke, he'll try a three ball, and it's up and it's in. No, they're going to say his foot was on the line. So I guess we'll take it. Shot up, no good. Fleming with the deep two. Showing a little bit of energy here for the Ordiggers. And driving in is Jalen Coates. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line to try to get the three-point play. At the free throw line yesterday, Montana Tech shot just 65%, and that's a miss to start it out. 6-2 is your lead for the Ordiggers. Vining with another rebound, and the Diggers are going to look to run. Coates, he's going to drive, shake the lane, goes inside, and it'll be knocked out of bounds, but it's going to hit off the back of the head of Jakubik, and he's standing on the end line. Fleming Okeke with the basketball. Diggers lead 6-2 with 18:20 left to go here in the first half of action. Diggers looking to score a few more points after yesterday, as unsuccessful is that look. Ball was tipped around, swatted away. They'll kick it back out. Jones, they're going to try to close out on the shooters, but he's able to knock down the deep two is Jason Jones. Right-hand side. Coates, he'll run the two-man game. He'll drive inside, look to get to the lane, and he'll be bumped from the backside, so he'll go to the line to shoot two free throws. Thunder foul number 13, Adam Johnson, his first personal, second team foul on the Thunder of Concordia University. Jalen Coates at the free throw line, shoot two for the Diggers. First one up, and it's good for Jalen, who hails from Sacramento, California, played at Yuba Community College last season. Listed at 5'9", 170. Converts on the second, so now he's 2 of 3. 8-4 is your Digger lead. Out on the right-hand side, they're going to work it around. It's going to be Scherer with the basketball. Trying to throw it inside. Johnson, he'll give it a little post move. It won't go. Rebound comes down into the hands of Engstrom, and the Diggers are looking to run and gun. Right-hand side, Coates, he'll dribble down. Vining thinks about the three ball. He'll drive in, try a little contested runner. It's up. It's off the mark. That was a good look out of the freshman. He looks awfully good in green. As driving down, knocked away by Fleming Okiki. They'll throw it ahead to Chapman. Chapman driving in. Oh, and they change the call halfway through. That's a block in my book. Block in PJ's book, too. That was a good take by John Chapman. But we will go the other way. Driving down is Scherer. He'll try to put the shot up over Engstrom. Rebound comes down to Vining. Vining comes down with it. Left-hand side. In the hands of Coates. He thinks about the three ball. Gives it over Chapman. Three ball wing. No good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Brett Jakubik. Jakubik leading the break. 2-on-2. Left-hand side. Scherer. Three ball. Running and gunning is what these Canadian schools like to do. They also like maple syrup and snow. Yeah, that too. Right-hand side. Diggers are going to control it. It's 8-6. Carson Doomer set to check in at the next dead ball. They feed it into Vining. Vining on the inside, using strong, powerful moves, and the freshman scores once again. Lucas Vining gave the old PA announcer just a little bit of a tip. I said it's Vining instead of Vinning. I said if the kid's going to play this well for us, we might as well get his name right. Chapman with the ball across the timeline as Vining did clear another rebound. Kid's having a heck of a game to start. 4 points and 4 rebounds early in this one. Just about 4 minutes in. They try to throw it inside to Vining, and he's unable to handle it. That's one of those ones where your guard gets into trouble and is trying to give it to somebody. Maybe you just probably shouldn't have brought it in there to start with. In other news today, Montana Tech, the Orediggers got the win today. It was a fun one to watch, watching on our YouTube broadcast. Diggers trying to trap. They give it open. And knocking down the three is Jason Jones. That guy can shoot the rock. Finished yesterday 10 of 14 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3. 27 points was the game high scorer. Vining, three ball on the way, and he got it. Lucas Vining having a great start to his second game of his Oredigger career. Fantastic player for Coach Bob Howard. Great Falls High, and they're going to call Vining with the hand check. Got a little bit slow-footed there. His family's here watching him. He's got a younger brother who plays for CMR right now. They're going to let the subs come in. Jalen Coates checks out. Akeem Williams checks in. Akeem almost had the steal there. They'll drip it down left-hand side. Johnson. Back out into the hands of Scherer. He'll try the three, and they're going to say he's fouled by Cale Goldseth. Gave him a little bit of a bump. He hit the deck and will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws. We thank all of you for tuning in for this game. I know we had a lot of people watching last night, especially some of the fans, as Scherer connects on the first. Fans of our new additions, Cruz and Jalen and all those fellas. We're happy you like the broadcast, as we got one more free throw coming. 13-11, here's your score. 15 minutes left to go here in the first half of action. Diggers continuing to let the game be just a little bit too close. Concordia of Edmonton led by 5 at the 10:20 mark of yesterday's game. Akeem Williams will run the point, looking for a two-man game. He'll run a little floater. It's up. It's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Scherer. They'll throw it ahead. Jakubik down in the hands of Jones, and there's a foul, and he will go up to shoot 2. Cale Goldseth gets 2 quick fouls. That was a good defense, though. Don't give him an easy layup. No layups. That's a good way to have consistent defense. Shot up, and that one is good for Jason Jones. Jones already has 6 points. Chance to make it 7 here at the free throw line. Engstrom checks in. So you got a lot of fresh faces out there. Engstrom and Vining are the only 2 starters on the floor for Montana Tech. As we get the ball into the hands of Goldseth's hands. Right-hand side, they'll have it in the hands of Doomer. Williams with it now, looking, surveying. They feed it into Doomer on the inside. Good post move. Can't connect, though. Shot just a little bit above that box. Bounced off the rim without causing any damage. Chakubik along the top. The ball in the hands of the Thunder. They'll try a deep three ball. That one's no good by Tommy Soltis. Soltis, a 5'9" second-year player out of Regina, Saskatchewan. Akina Williams, he'll drive down baseline, and they're going to say there's a foul on the baseline, no shot. And the Diggers will take it down underneath. Media timeout on the floor, and the Diggers are down. 14-13 with 14 minutes left to go here in the first half of action. We'll take a quick break, bring you back here with more Diggers basketball.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
As we come back from the break, it's going to be Montana Tech basketball. Fresh shot clock, 13:59 left to go here in the first half. Diggers down by one. They'll give it into Vining on the little delayed inbound, and he converts on his next bucket. Lucas Vining, 9 points early for the Diggers. He's your leading scorer and your leading rebounder with 7 and 4, respectively. And Vining is 4 of 5 from the field. Williams nearly with the steal. They'll give it into Jones. They're trying to pressure the shooters, make them drive inside. Putting the shot up. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Doomer. Doomer to Williams. Williams, he's going to lead the break. Down the left-hand side, he's going to look. Pick it up into the hands of Goldseth. They leave it in to Paul Angstrom. Angstrom back out to Williams. Trying to run a two-man game, but if they don't respect the shooter, it's tough to get open. Vining thinks about it. Gets the ball stolen away. Looked like a foul there. As they'll bring it across the timeline. Johnson, three ball on the way. It's no good. Rebound to Doomer. Doomer's doing a great job of clearing the boards for the Diggers, the former Helena Capital Bruin. Led his team to a state championship his senior season. Driving down is Goldseth. He'll get bumped, but he'll convert on the bucket as he gets his first points of the night. 2 points and 1 rebound for the former Butte Central Maroon. Williams does a good job of jumping in the lane. They contest the three ball. It's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Williams. Akeem, the dream. He's going to push it down the right-hand side. Throw a long pass over to Goldseth. Goldseth thinks about it. Now he's going to bring it up. They're going to run a two-man game with Angstrom. He'll drive in, get bumped, and it's going to be kicked by the Thunder. Fleming and Jalen check back in for the Diggers. Is Vining and Doomer. Fleming Okeke gets the ball. He'll put the shot up. He'll be bumped, and he'll convert. I really like Coach O'Haron's demeanor on the sideline. he thought there was contact there, but he waited till the play was over to have the official run down. He just kind of gave him a look and then pointed to his arm and said, "Did you see anything there?" Back out on the left-hand side. Diggers playing good defense here. Akeem Williams with another block. He's leading the team in blocks. Diggers going to run Gale. It's kind of their weave option. Watch it and shoot around today. It gives you some pretty good looks. And there's a foul that's going to be whistled against Bevan Purnell. Looking at the block stats yesterday, Akeem Williams had 2 blocks and 2 steals for the Diggers in 22 minutes of action. So he's got 3 to his credit, and he's leading everybody. Only other Digger with a block yesterday was Paul Engstrom. He pinned that one up against the backboard. Kale, 3 ball, it's in. You could tell when Jalen called it, he said, "Hit one, Kale." Kale did. It's always nice when your point guard directs you on what to do. Right-hand side, driving down to Scher. Fumbling with the basketball. The Thunder can't quite control it, and they call a double. He thought it was tipped, but no, says the official. We'll go the other way. Diggers got the win today over Rocky, as trying the 3 ball again is Goldseth. He can't complete that one. Fleming tries to save it, unable to do it. Montana Tech ran a big Wildcat offense today. Nolan Saraceni finished with right around 190 yards rushing on 30-some carries. An early candidate for the Frontier Conference Player of the Week on offense. Diggers got the win 38-33. But we're in basketball season right now. As right-hand side, Scherer, he'll put it up. It was tipped, but it'll go on in as it rattles home. Rim's just a little bit soft here at Kelvin Sampson Court. If you're just tuning in, I'm Sean Ryan, bringing you the Ore-Digger basketball this season. As Jalen Coates hits the contested jumper. Foot was on the line, though. And it's 24-16, the Diggers lead. Putting the shot up is Scherer, as Coach O'Haron is definitely not going to call any timeouts for his guys. He wants them to use these games as conditioning. He said that in the oh, that's quick. Fleming Okeke comes away with a steal. They're going to call him with a double dribble as the big man tried to play a point guard. Uh, 10-10 left to go here in the first half. 26-18 is your score. 10-16 left to go here in the first half. Left-hand side, the Thunder are going to control it. Ball's going to be in the hands of Brett Carey. He'll dribble down left-hand side. Into the hands of Scherer. He'll get a screen. He'll put up a contested jumper. That one doesn't hit a whole lot, but the offensive rebound comes down to the Thunder. But Engstrom comes away with a steal. He'll grab it, throw it ahead to Williams. He'll lead the break. He'll drive down, put up a little contested runner. Great focus by Akeem Williams. And a timeout is called by the Thunder. 28-18 is your score. 9:36 left to go here in the first half as the Missouri City, Texas native is able to knock down the tough shot. 36 left to go here in the first half. Talk about a couple things that we noticed yesterday. Montana Tech. At the moment, Montana Tech is shooting 54% from the field, 50% from 3, and 66% from the free throw line. 2 of 3, and all 3 of those have come by the way of Jalen Coates. Coates has 8 points. Vining has 9. He's your leading scorer, and he's got 4 rebounds to lead the way. Diggers gotten 12 of their 28 points in the paint, 4 of them being second chance points, and only 2 of them on turnovers. They forced some turnovers. What they've really got to do now is convert on them. 4 turnovers apiece for each team. This is an interesting game. Coach O'Haron brought it up yesterday in the postgame, saying, hey, I got to see how my guys respond to a quick turnaround. We played late last night. We got to play earlier today. How is it going to make us feel? Are we going to be winded? Are we going to be tired? We just can't be tired because there are going to be a lot of back-to-back games in the Frontier Conference this season. Left-hand side, the Thunder, they're going to control it. Putting the shot up is Carey, and he's able to connect on the 15-foot jumper. Coates, he'll dribble, drive in, put it up, and he gets the circus shot to go. Not what you drew up on offense, but you'll take it. Jalen's got 10 to lead the Ordigers. And Akeem Williams nearly had a steal. I like this defense from Montana Tech. Very aggressive, very jumpy. Trying to get all over the Thunder on the offensive end. Fleming Okeke checks out. So it's Williams, Chapman, Doomer, Engstrom, and Coates on the floor for the Ordigers. Carey, he's going to work against Doomer. He'll throw a back pass now into the hands of Jakubik. Dribble down left-hand side. As Jalen Coates comes away with it. He's going to go up and lay it in for the Ordigers. Jalen's about as wide as he is tall. Did a great job of getting in there, creating the turnover, and then going down and scooping and scoring it for the points. Scherer, he'll kind of soft arm that one. Akeem Williams tried to save it. And they're going to say it's green. Official said green, and he pointed the wrong way, so we're going to assume it's Montana Tech ball. Part of the home court advantage. 32-20 is your score. 8:22 left to go here in the first half. Score brought to you by the Best Western Scoreboard. In the hands of Doomer. He'll control it on offense. Right-hand side. They give it in. Engstrom, they're going to say he'd get bodied before the shot, so we'll take it underneath. Second personal on Adam Johnson. He fouled out yesterday, only scored 6 points. The Seattle-Washington native. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Jakubik. Chapman. Now in the hands of Coates. They're going to reset. Give it into Engstrom. Now in the hands of Doomer. Doomer rises up and finishes. Good post-to-post passing out of the Ordigers. Like what I see there. Right-hand side, Carey being pressured by Doomer. As Coates gets another steal, he's going to go down and lay it in with the left hand. Talking to Coach Klein. He was talking to some other coaches around the Frontier who, talking about how fast Jalen is. He doesn't think there's anybody else in the Frontier that can stay in front of him. Driving in, trying to put the shot up. Engstrom comes away with the steal. Now it's Coates. Coates, he's got it. Driving down the middle. Into the hands of Chapman. 3-ball. In and out. No good. Doomer comes down with the offensive rebound. Tries to put it up. He got a little bit of a hack job there. Scherer puts it up. Can't get it to go. Doomer with the big rebound. Great job of changing ends by the big fella. That's a way to ensure that you get rebounds. Doomer, 3 rebounds. Checking in at the next tick ball will be Lucas Vining and Fleming Okeke. Chapman thinks about the 3, gives it back to Coates. Shot clock down to 5. He'll drive down. Ball will be tipped away, and it's going to be in the hands of the Thunder. Stolen. They were looking for Akeem Williams in the short corner on the opposite side. Diggers playing the man-to-man. Coming out and pressuring the shooters. That's their main goal. 0 and 1. Those are the ones that you got to worry about. Hitting the 3. is Jason Jones in the face of John Chapman. 36-23 is your score on the Best Western scoreboard. 6:08 left to go here in the first half of action. Diggers with a 13-point lead. Montana Tech won yesterday's game 93-70. You can't become reliant on the three ball, though. Jakubik. Ball on the left-hand side. They're going to call no shot. Foul is going to be underneath. Foul on Chapman. We've got a media timeout. 36-23 your score on the Best Western scoreboard. 5:47 left to go here in the first half. We'll take another short break.
Buy Tough. Call for the store nearest you. Tough, buy Tough.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As give you a score update, the Grizzlies tied it up 21-21 on a 44-yard pass. Really interesting note. Grizzlies passed it to a guy who was playing baseball last spring from a third-string quarterback. So, as we look at it right now, Montana Tech shooting 55%, Concordia 34%. The Diggers just 2 of 6 from downtown, though, and 2 of 3 at the free throw line. They have out-rebounded CUE 18-11. On the floor, it's Goldseth, Vining, Chapman, Okeke, and Doomer. Jakubik working against Okeke. They don't switch back, and Jakubik gets a wide open lane. Nobody talked. Coach Klein not a happy camper on the sideline, and I can see why. 36-25 is your score. 5:30 left to go here in the first half of basketball. It's going to be interesting this year. Women are playing in quarters now. Men are playing in halves, so make it tough on the announcers, why don't you? Tough to keep it straight anyway. Okeke, 3-ball on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Carey, and you'll flip it out left side to Jakubik. Jakubik now in the hands of Scherer. He'll put the 3 up. It won't go. Rebound comes down into the hands of Chapman. Back in the hands of Jakubik as he's not able to control it. Scherer puts it up. Rebound comes down into the hands of Vining. Now in the hands of Chapman. And finally, we get across the timeline. 4:44 left to go here in the first half. Unable to hit it is Vining. Okeke gets it. Gets stripped by Johnson. They'll throw it ahead to Scherer. Scherer back out to Johnson. Johnson used his dribble to collect the ball. Oh, maybe he didn't. Backdoor pass. Carey can't convert it. Rebound comes down in the hands of Okeke, and the Diggers just playing terrible defense right now. Terrible, 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 as Charles Barkley would say. Okeke with a nice left-hand lay-in. Good finish moving across the lane. 38-25, Scherer. He's going to work against Goldseth. Pick it up, kick it back out to Jakubik. On the floor, it's Scherer, Jakubik, Carey, Johnson, who misses the 3, and Jones. Chapman is fouled. 3-point play for the Frenchtown Bronc. Your boy JC able to make it all the way down the court, get the layup to go, and the Diggers got a 15-point lead. Chance to make it 16 with 3:50 left to go here in the first half. At halftime of yesterday's game, the Diggers led by 12, 51-39. So that's a good sign. Okiki checks out. You can grab a seat next to Coach O'Haron. And Chapman able to hit that free throw. Ordiger's got to play defense now. There's a little bit of a mismatch against Coates. He'll come down with the rebound, though, and throw it ahead to Chapman. Chapman almost couldn't come down with it. But he's able to corral it. Right-hand side, driving in is Vining. Good move, and that is some pure fundamental basketball. Fun one to watch for the former Great Falls High Bison. Kid's doing a fantastic job in his Ordiger second game. I mean, his debut is yesterday, but really it's the same weekend. Scherer hits the deck as he hits a deep two ball. 43-27. Chapman driving up. Can't get it to go, but it's a good take, and they'll go to the free throw line. Chapman misses the free throw just a little bit long. That free throw is up and good for Chapman. Williams checks in, Chapman checks out. (44-27). Diggers playing good defense against Scherer. Running out, contesting shots by Jones. That one's short. Rebound comes down to Engstrom. Now into the hands of Williams. Akeem, he'll bring it across the timeline. Coates has it. Gets a screen from Engstrom. They'll throw it inside to Paul. Paul with a good post move, puts it up strong and off the glass. The big man on the inside gets his first points of the game. He didn't score until the 7-minute mark of yesterday's game, but he ended up with 25. So, I mean, not bad effort. 25 and 11, I believe, for Paul Engstrom. His 11th double-double as Cale Golza nearly forces a turnover. Engstrom with the tip. Vining now in the hands of Engstrom. Engstrom drives in. He gets fouled hard. And people hit the deck. It got quiet. Very quiet. I feel bad talking now. The only person talking in the gym. That's okay. It's not the first time it's happened. Up here alone with my thoughts. It's really quite scary. (46-27). Good hard foul to prevent the dunk by Jakubik. Grizz game getting exciting. 21 all. Weber State will have a first down at their own 36. They got to move 64 yards with a $1:25 to play. Engstrom hits the free throw. Good steal. Good. It was a good block shot by Engstrom. Vining did a good job of grabbing it and throwing it ahead to Engstrom. And I think Engstrom didn't quite see Jakubik out of the corner of his eye. Jakubik now has 2 fouls. He's got to sit down. Engstrom, second free throw is up and good. As Paul's got 4 points with 3 boards. But the Diggers can score in bunches. 48-27 into the lead for Montana Tech. In the hands of Jones. Jones, he's going to look to split the defense. They're going to have a foul against Akeem Williams. Akeem wearing number 23 this season. Last year he was number 5. It's easy. Just put a little white out on the sign and say, change it from number 5 in the program, number 1 in your heart, to number 23 in the program, number 1 in your heart. 48-27 is your score on the Best Western scoreboard. $1:52 left to play here in the first half. 28 now. As Jones able to hit. He's got 11 points. Whew. It was a three-headed attack yesterday for the Thunder. Jones with 27, Scherer with 16, and then you had Carey, who pitched in 10. Buck, 48 left to play here in the first half. 48-29. Vining, good jumper. Oh, he was in rhythm and everything, but just couldn't connect. I like the confidence out of the freshman, though. He's got 11 points and 6 boards, well on his way to his first collegiate double-double. Thunder nifty with a basketball. 3-ball on the way, and it's up and in for Tommy Soltis. Jalen Coates goes in, and he's fouled with a $1.19 left to go here in the first half. Wanting to get to the free throw line because it's really easy to score when nobody's guarding you. So Coates at the free throw line. Free throw up, and it's good for Jalen, who entered today's game. Shooting 4 of 6 at the free throw line, so 66% coming into the game. Really easy to do career numbers when they've only played one game. The Thunder with it, left-hand side, getting pressured. Ball above their head. They're going to throw it down inside. Ball's going to be tipped away, stolen away by Goldseth. Goldseth, he's got somebody behind him. He's going to drive in, find a little lane, loses it, gets it back out in the hands of Coates. 25 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. 51 on the game clock. Shot clock. Now it's down to 13. Kick it out. Williams up. 3-ball off the mark. Rebound comes down into the hands of Vining. Good second chance opportunity. Goldseth driving in, gets fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot 2 throws. Great offensive rebound by Vining. Be interesting to look at his numbers at the break. Digger shooting 52% from the field, but only 2 of 9 from 3. They are now 8 of 11 from the free throw line as Goldseth unable to connect on that one. That one is up and good for Goldseth. 35 seconds left to go here in the half. Jones, left-hand wing. Driving in, putting up the contested shot, and they're going to call it for a foul. And they will go to the free throw line, as that'll be the 3rd on Goldseth. Chance for the 3-point play out of Soltis. One throw, 19.5 seconds on the clock. Diggers lead 51-34. Vining with the rebound, and the Diggers call a timeout. Good scenario here, as they've got to move roughly 75 feet before you get into your own area, and then look to score it. The only first timeout Coach O'Haron has called this season to draw something up, get something going, and get the Diggers a bucket before the half. 51-34. 8 seconds left to go. Coates with it, across the timeline. Game clock down to 10. He's going to have it. Digger's going to go 4 low. Driving in is Coates. It's going to be stolen away. Flipped ahead. Jones, he'll try to go up and score it, and Goldseth is going to be fouled for his 4th foul, trying to prevent the layup. In the Grizz game, Weber State's going to have a 50-yard field goal attempt to win it. Reminiscent of the Cal Poly game. 1 second on the clock. Free throw up, and Digger's going to have one last look. Coates, half quarter, off the mark just barely. And the Diggers will take a 16-point lead, 51-35 going into the break. Had it up to quite a few, and then just can't quite hold on. So here at the break, Diggers lead by 16. We'll take a look at the stats in just a minute as I pull them up. Diggers led in scoring by Coates. He's got 16. Vining's got 8 rebounds. He's the leading rebounder for Montana Tech. In his first collegiate start, he's 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, and he's got 11 points. Well on his way to a double-double and his first career double-double. Cale Goldseth with 6 points to go along with 4 fouls and 1 rebound and 1 assist. John Chapman with 4 points, 1 of 6 shooting, 2 of 3 at the free throw line. Akeem Williams, 2 points. Fleming Okeke with 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting, and Carson Doomer with 2. Paul Engstrom with 4. Engstrom has 4 points and 3 rebounds. Diggers scoring 28 of their 51 points in the paint. They've only got 5 second chance points, but they are winning the rebounding battle, 27-16. Diggers have got 7 offensive boards, shooting 52% from the field, and 22% from 3. So we'll go ahead and take a break at halftime and bring you back here for second half action as the Diggers take on the Thunder of Concordia University of Edmonton.
Married to engineers, so there's a bloodline there that's pretty rare.
My great-grandparents, all of their children attended Tech and graduated with degrees. Montana Tech, it felt more like a family, and they really wanted me to come and be a part of it.
One of the big resources that Tech pulls on as far as kids to come in and go to college is that they do have a lot of rural roots, and so they grew up ranching or farming or working. Montana Tech is a solution. You know, right now, what are we facing in society is a lot of technical challenges. It's like, how are we going to manage energy? How are we going to do these things? Well, Montana Tech has graduated 10% of the U.S. trained petroleum engineers in the last decade. So one of the messages we've been trying to get out is how critical what Montana Tech produces is to the responsible management of energy things in the future.
There's a lot of pressure riding on the shoulders of Charlie Ordigger, folks. He takes the snap. The 5-step drop has a receiver open. Wouldn't you know it, it's Charlie Ordigger. He takes it, and he takes it all the way in. Oh my God, folks, I've seen a lot of crazy things in my life, but none as crazy as this. We are on our feet. What a fantastic play. What an amazing performance. Wow.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to halftime here at Kelvin Sampson Court. Sean Ryan sit along with you as we get ready for the second half of Montana Tech's game against Concordia University of Edmonton, the Thunder. At the half, Montana Tech leads 51-35. They got a 16-point advantage. Speaking of 16 points, Jalen Coates lead the way for Montana Tech. He's got 16 points on 6 of 7 shooting and 4 of 5 at the free throw line. He's also got 1 assist and 1 rebound. For the other Diggers in the scoring column, it's Lucas Vining with 11, Fleming Okiki with 6, Carson Doomer with 2, Paul Engstrom with 4, John Chapman with 4, Akeem Williams with 2, and 6 for Cale Goldseth. Ordiggers in control, but they'd like to be in just a little bit more control of this one. It's Thunder basketball. As we bring it along the left-hand side, they feed it inside to Johnson. He can't get it, gets the offensive rebound. He'll go up strong and get fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 throws. A couple of free looks at it, as he was fouled by Paul Engstrom. First team foul by the Ordiggers. Not the defensive effort you want to have to start the half. That one is up and no good by Johnson. Third-year player out of Seattle, Washington. Second one coming momentarily. He connects on that one. And Coates will have it on the right-hand side. He'll give it to Vining. Vining, 3-ball on the way. Short off the line. Had it. Got to give it a little bit more. Kind of like a putt that you leave dead in the heart. Johnson now to carry to Jakubik. Jakubik, he's going to look to dribble drive. Vining, they're going to call him for the kick. He's trying to pick it up. Good defensive effort, though. I like what Vining does on offense for this Ordigger team. It's going to be interesting with all the new faces for Montana Tech, how they can kind of mix and match and get the right personnel together. Vining with his 9th rebound, 1 rebound away from a double-double. Diggers looking to just run just a little too much. 19:09 left to go here in the in the second half. They didn't change the thing on the scoreboard. It's not my fault. Vining with good defense. Jones, he'll get it, give it back to Carey. Carey, 3-ball on the way. That one's off the mark, just a little long. Engstrom comes down with it, sends Scherer to the floor. Coates to Engstrom, 16-footer on the way. That one's short, off the mark. Tipped around, off of Chapman's head, off of everybody. Chapman will save it, throw it into Coates. Good hustle by Chapman, throws it into Engstrom. Engstrom is fouled. And they're going to call the foul against Jones. Paul Engstrom went in, got stripped, but there's a foul there. Looking at the replay, that was a crazy scenario that just occurred. A good hustle by the Ordiggers. Engstrom at the line, gets it to go. First one is up, first one is good. Trying to see what Montana Tech executes here in the second half. 16-point lead, make it 17 as Engstrom goes 2 for 2 at the line on that trip. He's got 6 points to go along with 4 boards. Fleming Okiki has got 6 and 5 as he'll play good defense against Johnson. Trying to deny it away from the big man. They go a little backdoor pass down to Jakubik. He's going to get called for the travel as he picked up his pivot foot, trying to reach for that ball. Didn't quite have 100% of it. Out on the sideline on the left-hand side is Scherer. as he's trying to stretch out or something, or crab walk. Vining can't find a seam on the left-hand side. He'll feed it into Okiki. Okiki picks up his dribble, gets it back out to Engstrom. Shot clock down to 6, down to 5. 3 ball on the way, and Jalen knocks it down. Knocks it down from Deer Lodge County. A deep 3 there, about the town pump sign. Carey back out to Jones. Jones, he'll try to answer with a deep 3 of his own. Long rebound, not collected by anybody but Jakubik. Will take it after his second bounce. He'll try to find a lane, and he'll be fouled. Foul on Vining. Vining nearly has the pick. Jones, he'll drive inside, try to put the shot up. Rebound comes down into the hands of Engstrom. Chapman, he'll dribble down the middle of the floor, and he'll be fouled from behind. That foul is going to go against Jason Jones. That's his third personal, second on the team in the half. 17-13 left to go here in the second half. 56-36. 20-point lead for the Diggers. Montana Tech got the win yesterday by 23 points. That was a 93-70 final. And at halftime, Diggers led 51-35. So, helping themselves out just a little bit, going a 5-1 run. The opening 3 minutes. Vining, find a little seam, rise up, put the jumper up, just a little bit of a short arm. And his family a little upset that he missed that one. Jones, he'll put it up, it won't go. Rebound comes down to Johnson, and Johnson's able to clean up the glass. Second chance points for the Thunder. Driving in is Vining, clear little space, and lays it over the front of the iron. Lucas Vining with 13 points and 9 boards for the Orediggers in his first career start. Talked to Coach Klein about Lucas Vining and said, they're going to pull his red shirt, they're going to play him. And I said, well, how much are you going to play him? He goes, a lot. He goes, you've seen it in practice. Kid could play. Ball gets kind of knocked away. They give it over to Coates. Coates to Fleming Okiki. Can't quite control it. They tried to go with the lob. Unable to do it. Carey out of bounds, and it'll be Montana Tech basketball. Diggers going for the alley-oop there. And as I look at the replay, it's just not a great pass. On the floor for the Diggers, it's Williams, Chapman, Coates, Engstrom, and Vining. They're looking to try to post up Vining. Chapman puts the shot up. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Engstrom, and he just powers it over the top and is able to lay it in for the Orediggers. Diggers lead 60-38 now on your Best Western scoreboard. 22-point lead for the American squad in this international matchup. Left-hand side, they'll throw it ahead to Chapman. Chapman, 3-ball on the way. Looks good, just a little bit short. And Jakubik has it. He'll pass it over. Left-hand side, Scherer, 3-ball. It's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Chapman. Chapman with it. Across the timeline they'll go. Now in the hands of Williams. Akeem, he'll drive in. A little bit of contact. Not a lot of a foul call. So get it back. Jones. He'll pass over to Scherer, and he'll lay it in. Diggers not quite back on defense there. Slow in rotation. You can't have your guy who's rebounding it have to be your second guy back. .20 lead for Montana Tech, 60-40 on your Best Western scoreboard. 14:45 left to go here in the second half. They throw it into Engstrom down low. He'll give some post position, puts it up strong off the glass, and Paul Engstrom, they're going to lean heavily on him, is what Coach O'Haron said. He's got 10 points and 7 boards. Digger lead back up to 22. It was a 23-point final yesterday. That shot up, and that one is knocked down by Jones. Jalen Coates looking at a quick transition. He'll drive down, lay it in. Quick. Very quick. Timeout called by Coach Reagan Wood. In his second season, he wants to talk about something. It's 64-43. The Diggers with a 21-point lead, 14 minutes left to go here in the second half.
How's that ankle doing? Let me get her taped up here for you. A little bit of this, I think. All right, here we go. All right, that looks pretty good there. How's that feel? How's that feel there?
Ooh, that's
How's that feel there,
Ooh,
Pat?
ow.
Tell you what, we need a little duct tape here, all right? This will just fix you right up. Got her. I think that's gonna work right there. How's that feel?
That's good. That's
A little
good.
bit more
That's
duct tape
good.
right here on top. Yeah, that will get her down good. Cinch her down tight.
That's good.
All right. There we go. How's that now, Pat?
That's
Feels good? All right. Who's next?
As we're back from the break, it's 64-43 on your Best Western scoreboard. Diggers got that 21-point lead, 14:05 left to go here in the second half. It's going to be Thunder basketball. Shot clock at 23. Scherer now into the hands of Carey. Throw it over to Jakubik. They're trying to isolate Jones against Chapman, and he'll go in and post it down low and score. He's playing well for Concordia, 27 points last night. Doomer now into the hands of Akeem Williams. Williams along the top left-hand side. Doomer's trying to get post position. They feed it inside with a bounce pass. He'll square up to the basket on a slow kind of roll over his left shoulder, unable to hit the bucket. Doomer with 2 points and 4 boards in this game. They're going to set a high pick. Jones, 3 ball on the way. It's contested, and gosh, guy can shoot. The thing you got to do, you got to start that shot low. You got to put your hand right about chest level, force him to kind of come up through your arms. Chapman, long pass over to Williams. Tech offense a little stagnant here. Trying to run a 2-man game. Williams into Okiki. Fleming, little jumper off the mark. Rebound to Jalen Coates. Can't get it, but he tips it in. Jalen Coates. Fantastic finish. He's got 23 for the Diggers. Playing a great game, and he even padded his rebounding stats. He's got 3 boards now. 2 of them on the last play. Doomer knocks it away, and it's going to stay with the Thunder. Good defense by Doomer, trying to come out and trap. Did a good job hedging over. Put the jumper up. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Akeem Williams. They're running, they're gunning. He'll throw it out to Coates. Coates dribbling, driving in, drops it into Okiki. Okiki tries the behind the backboard layup. Can't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. Oh, throw line. That one's deep. 23 points for Coates. Vining still at 9 rebounds. He's on the bench right now. We'll see if we can get him a double-double before this game's over in his first career collegiate start. Ball in the hands of Jones. He's got 21. Scherer has 13. Deer's playing good defense, and it's knocked out of bounds. Chapman was not the last to touch it, though. It touched off Jones. He'll be guilty of the turnover. It'll be Digger basketball. They're going to run a horn set. Everybody runs kind of a similar set out of horns. It's just one kind of offense you want to run out of it. And Akeem Williams able to knock down the little jumper. Akeem's most memorable shot last year came right before halftime against Western as he hit like a 40-footer. Just kind of a wing and a prayer. It was a fun one. That was down in Dillon. Went down to go watch that game. Chapman playing great defense, but Jones is just on fire. As Dan Patrick would say, en fuego. 69-50, Diggers lead by 19. Coates into the hands of Williams. Williams to Chapman, 3-ball on the way. That one's short as well, but Fleming Okiki with the rebound. He'll get it blocked, and they're going to get the run out. Driving down, it's Jones. He'll lay it up and lay it in, and the Diggers unsuccessful. Akeem Williams now, 17-point lead for Montana Tech. Akeem to John Chapman. He'll rise up from 15 foot. Won't get it to go. Rebound comes down in the hands of Fleming. Fleming, he'll go up and lay it up, and he'll be fouled. Go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Fleming, 7 points, 5 rebounds, but just 3 of 8 from the floor. 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Fleming can't convert on that one. Goldseth and Vining check in. Engstrom set to check in for Fleming. If he makes this one, he'll check out, and he does, so Engstrom checks in. So on the floor, you got Goldseth, Doomer, Engstrom, Williams, and Vining. Doomer playing good defense, and we're going to have an offensive foul. A great take by Akeem Williams. Hit the floor a little harder than he wanted to, but a good take of the charge. And just like that, Diggers get the ball back. 10:30 left to go here in the second half. 70-52. They give it to Vining. They're trapping, though. Diggers going to have to work to get here. Thunder really picking up their defense. They feed it in to Engstrom. Dangerous bounce pass. Into the hands of Goldseth. Shot clock at 13. They get it into Engstrom. Engstrom, turnaround little fadeaway, doesn't touch anything. And it's cleared by Johnson. Across the timeline they will go. It's in the hands of Jakubik. Diggers shooting just 46% from the field. Scherer, he'll try to get the leaner. It won't go. Rebound comes down, and they're going to have a foul against Akeem Williams. We'll have 2 free throws. That one's off the mark for Johnson. Just 3 points for him to go along with 8 rebounds. He's the leading rebounder. Jones is the leading scorer in the game. He's got 25 for Concordia. Vining with his 10th rebound. He's got 13 and 10, his first career double-double. 3-point shot on the way by Cale Goldseth. Can't get it to go. Second one on the way, a little bit firmer. That one's a little deep this time. So short and then long, just can't quite get anything to go in. Diggers getting a little stagnant here, 18-point lead. 9 minutes left to play. Jones throws it over the top. They leave it open. Scherer tries the three. It's short. Might have been tipped by Williams. Rebound comes down, and Akeem has it, and he will be fouled by Scherer. And it looks like Jones might have come up lame on that last transition. Don't know if he's cramping or if he rolled an ankle. Williams brings it in. On the floor, it's Williams, Goldseth, Engstrom, Vining, and Doomer. They're trying to post up the freshman against Jakubik. Gets it inside, and he will be fouled by Scherer. He hits the bucket, but the visual weighs it off and says, no, 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 no. We'll shoot the one-on-one. Diggers shooting 72% from the free throw line, 13 of 18. They are out rebounding Concordia 42-29. Vining, free throw is up and good. He's a shooter. Should be pretty good at those. He's got 14 on 6 of 11 shooting. It's his first free throw. Second free throw is up and good. And, yep. Those are his first free throws of his Orediger career. Jakubik working against Vining. Johnson, he'll try the deep three. That one's a little bit long. Didn't touch the rim, so the shot clock didn't reset. That one will reset, but Vining comes down with a rebound. Throws it ahead to Goldseth. Williams, 3-ball, off the mark, rebound. Engstrom, almost got the tip. Ball comes down into the hands of Mike Malin. Johnson. Handoff to Scherer. And he will go up and he will be fouled by Doomer. 20-point lead for the Diggers. 8 minutes left to go here in the second half. Fourth team foul on the Diggers. First foul on Doomer. He's got 2 points, 5 boards. That one is up. And no good by Scherer. He's got 13 points. Doomer checks out. Okiki checks back in. That one is up and good for Scherer. 1 or 2 on the trip. 72-53 on your Best Western scoreboard. Ball in the hands of Engstrom. They feed it into Vining. Vining, good spin move. Gets it stripped away, but he gets the ball back. Goes to score. Oh! Just rattles out. The Digger bench wanted Lucas to get another bucket there, as Scherer gets fouled there. Lucas Vining is having just a little bit of bad luck there. A great shake and bake move. Good pump fake. Get the defender in the air. Rise up above him. Kind of time your jump the other way. But Lucas has got his double-double. 15 and 11. Free throw up and good for Scherer. Jalen Coates will check back in. Jalen taking a lot of time on the bench. He's got 23 points, though, to lead Montana Tech. Rebound comes down to Fleming Okiki. Checking in with former Ordigger Brandon Rydberg. He sent me a message saying he's been watching. Proud of his Diggers. Engstrom with a good lane drive, gets fouled. He was rising up to get the jam, but he just couldn't quite get it. Fouled though, so we'll go to the line. Couple things. The offense with Montana Tech looks really good when you've got Lucas Vining and Jalen Coates on the floor at the same time. Diggers only suited up 8 players for tonight. So it is definitely a conditioning game for your Diggers. Diggers want more ball pressure. You can hear Coach Klein. 74-54, 7 minutes left, and it's going to be thrown into the cheap seats. It'll be Digger basketball on the inbound. 7 minutes left. 74-54 your score on the Best Western scoreboard. Goldseth, he'll take it on the left-hand side. Digger's going to hold it, work it around. They're looking for Engstrom and post up. Okiki gives it back out to Engstrom. Left-hand wing. Trying to execute their offense. Goldseth, he'll drive in, put the shot up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 throws. Sub coming in, it's going to be Jones, who's got 25 points. But Goldseth will go to the free throw line after this timeout. 6:43 left to go here in the second half. Promotional video for Montana Tech. Good work by Hugh Wilson on that project. Ordiggers finished the season last year 15-13, their first season above 500 since 1998-1999. Looking to improve on that as they try to move to 2-0 with a 20-point lead and 6:43 left. They're doing a pretty good job of that. As they kind of square up, Diggers and Thunder were in wrong spots. They figured it out. It's supposed to be white, green, white, and they were green, white, white, which really didn't make a whole lot of sense. Goldseth hits the first free throw. He's got 7 points now. Chance to make it 8. 6:43 left to go here in the game. That one up, that one good. 76-54, 22-point lead. Scherer working against Coates. Vining playing good defense against Jones. Denying. Scherer tries the jumper. That one won't go. Rebound comes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Thunder. A lot of contact coming after on that rebound attempt. 22-point lead for Montana Tech. Johnson tries it, can't get it to go. Diggers 76 54 they lead. 6:21 left to go here in the game. First personal on Fleming. 6th team foul. Johnson cannot connect. Guy is having an awful time at the free throw line right now. He is now 1 of 5. He's only got 3 points, but he's got 13 rebounds. 1 of 6 as Vining comes down with the rebound. That kid's grabbed some rebounds today. Coates, Chapman, 3-ball, got it. Finally, John Chapman able to knock one down. He's got 7 points now. Chapman was 0 for 5 in this game. Now he's 1 for 6 from the 3. Now 2 of 11 from the field. Poor shooting night for a really good shooter. Johnson able to finally rattle that one home. 2 of 8 from the field for 5 points. Coates, he's going to drive down, put the shot up, and that one's good. Jalen with 25 points. 81-58. The Diggers lead in the second half. 56, excuse me. Putting the shot up, it's off the mark. Johnson tries to get it to go, and Engstrom's going to get called for the personal. On the shots, we're going to try 2 more free throws for Johnson, which is really not a bad idea. The guy's shooting at a horrible clip at the free throw line. 1 of 6. So it doesn't bode well. Yesterday, trying to look at his numbers from the free throw line, he was 2 of 3. So he hit one. I mean, he's 2 of 7 now. 81-57, Best Western scoreboard. 5:20 left to go. Can't connect on the second. Engstrom gets the rebound. Paul's got 12 and 10 now. Second double-double in as many nights. Goldseth, little dribble drive, gets it stolen away. Johnson will have it. Engstrom nearly had the steal there. They throw it over to Jakubik. Jakubik across the lane, can't get that one to go. Rebound comes down to Engstrom. They'll throw it to Coates. 3-on-2. Vining, 3-ball, corner, off the mark. Rebound comes down to Scherer. 5 minutes left to go in this one. Diggers lead by 24. Scherer with a little runner makes it 22. Vining, 6 of 13 from the floor. 15 points, 12 rebounds. Coates with a deep 3-ball. 28 now for Jalen. What? Oh, what a shooting performance out of Jalen. Finished yesterday with 16 points, but Jones is able to answer back. It's a 3-party here at Kelvin Sampson Court. Chapman, that's a 3. JC knocking down his second 3-ball in a row. So John Chapman's got 10 to go with 4 and 1 assist. Johnson now in the hands of Carey. 3:40 left to go here in the game. 87-62. We'll see what the Diggers can do. They'll throw it into Engstrom. Engstrom strong on the inside. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 with no time moving on the clock. Free throw line for Montana Tech has been pretty friendly. Diggers shooting just under 80% from the charity stripe. Jalen Coates with 28 points. Wow. 4 Diggers on the floor currently have double digits. Engstrom's one of them. He's got 12. Chance to make it 14 with these 2 free throws. That one's up. That one's good. Fleming Okiki checks in for the Diggers. Vining will take a seat. Probably his last action of the night. What a great weekend, though, for Lucas. Gets his first career double-double, gets his first start, and gets his name mentioned on here a lot. Really a fantastic play out of the freshman. 89-62. Johnson with it. Throw it right-hand side. Back in the hands of Jones. Jones, he'll try to shoot over somebody, and they're going to call a foul on Chapman. His third foul. Can't really trail over the top of the screen. Free throw off the mark for Jones. He's got 28, along with Jalen's 28. They're trying to battle it out who's going to be the leading scorer. 3:13 left to go in this one. 89-62. Diggers lead by 26 now as Jones scores. 89-64 as he converts on 2 of the 3 free throws. See if we can hit the Diggers with hit that century mark. They give it to Okiki. Gets the ball in the two-man game. Can't do anything with it. Gets it tipped away. Can't convert on that one. And Johnson comes down with the rebound. He's got 15 rebounds for the Thunder. Driving down, kicking it out, thinking about it. They'll put the shot up. Johnson unable to hit. He's struggling right now. Fleming Okiki. Driving in, he'll get bumped, he'll be fouled. And they'll call an offensive foul on Fleming Okiki, trying to clear space and go up and score. Coach Klein, not the happiest of campers. 89-64. Green on defense. They'll throw it over the top to Johnson. He'll try the three this time, and he finally hits from downtown. Johnson now 1 of 4 from three-point land, 3 of 10 from the field. He's got 9 points. Jalen Coates with it. He'll drive down, put the scoop shot up. It's no good. Comes down, and we're going to have 2 free throws coming for Jalen. 5th personal on Johnson. Kind of discussing whether or not that was on Johnson. He ends the game with 15 and 9. Fouled out twice. I think they're saying that they thought that was on somebody else. Coates at the free throw line to shoot 2. Oh, misses that one long. Coates unable to hit on that one as well. Diggers trapping. And Doomer will commit the foul as Garrett McKee got it on the inside. He's a second-year player out of Viking, Alberta. McKee standing 6'5". At the free throw line, he gets it. That one off the mark. Rebound comes down to Okiki. 89-68. We'll see if the Diggers can hit the century mark. I'd sure like to see it. They beat the Thunder 100-57 last year in their first matchup, 93-76 in their second matchup. Goldseth hits the deck. Jones working against Chapman. He'll try a contested three. It's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Doomer. Now it's in the hands of Goldseth. Goldseth, left-hand side to Okiki. Okiki trying to get it back, trying to score again. It won't go. Fleming just having a tough day. Artez Scherer with it, drives down, gives it off to McKee, and that one will go. 89-70. Diggers giving up some points. They gave up 70 points last night to the same squad. They end up winning 93-70. So Diggers got to get 4 more points to improve on their win total. Doomer off the glass. That's a good move with the left hand. 91-70. 50 seconds left to go in this one. After the game, we'll head downstairs and get an interview with Coach O'Haron. 38 seconds left to go in the game. 17 on the shot clock. John Chapman with the steal. He'll go down and lay it up. 93-70. It's the same total as yesterday. They'll kick it out left-hand side. Scherer, 3 ball, hits it. 73 points now. Excuse me, they said 2 points. Just a 2. Goldseth has it. Try and dribble out the clock. Your leading scorer tonight is going to be Jalen Coates, who is 11 of 13 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 4 of 7 at the free throw line for 28 points and 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Lucas Vining with 15 and 12, and that'll be the game. 93-72, your Diggers win it by 21. They improved to 2-0. On the year, the young season, it's only October 10th, but the Diggers are 2-0. Diggers shoot 44% from the field, 31% from 3, and out-rebound Concordia 53-39. Diggers shoot 75% from the free throw line. So we'll head downstairs and do an interview with Coach O'Haron and come up here for the postgame momentarily. Here for the post game, Diggers win 93-72. Coach O'Haron, your squad gets it done for the second night in a row. You improved to 2-0. What'd you see tonight that you liked?
We had 8 guys, so I was happy that we were able to still get up and down the court at our pace. They played hard. They were tired. We were tired. So, there wasn't much real basketball in the last 8 minutes or so. It was just like surviving and you make a basket, I'll make a basket. You make a basket, I'll make a basket. So, I'm just happy we got away with 2 wins. Nobody got hurt this game, so that's always a positive. So we'll see. We'll get some guys hopefully healthy for our next 2 games and see what we can do from there.
It's a quick turnaround for your guys. 7:30 tip last night, 4:30 tip today. You guys had to come in early for a shoot-around. Is that good for your team to kind of get that endurance, get that conditioning? Because you have to do that quite a bit in the Frontier Conference schedule.
Yeah, playing in a tournament in Arizona, 3 games back-to-back, and, we'll play 8, we'll play afternoon, and then I think we play in the early afternoon, the 3rd game. So, it's all to prepare ourselves for the year. And if we play in our tournament, we still got to be ready to play every day. And, to me, this was great that we got 2 games in after about 8 practices. We can evaluate what we need to do from there, and we'll work on stuff for the next week or so, play 2 more games, evaluate from there, and then we'll just keep getting better, hopefully.
Well, when you take a look at the stats for your team yesterday compared to today, team shot better at the free throw line. That's got to be something that you were happy with. And then you had Jalen Coates go off, 28 points, lead your team in scoring, and really efficient, 11 for 13 from the field and 2 for 2 from 3.
Yeah, we talked about getting to the line. I think we went 18 times yesterday. Today, 28. So we had talked about being more of getting to the line at least 25 times a game is our goal. So that was good. Second half, we just missed a lot of shots because of fatigue and lack of focus because we're so tired. But, they played hard. And so for us, it was a great conditioning for the last 2 days. Now they'll get a couple days off, and hopefully we'll get healthier. And we'll start next week for our next 2 home games.
And then you give the start to the freshman. Lucas Vining comes in, gets a double-double on his first start. First, real start at the college level. Watch a freshman perform like that.
Yeah, he's got, he just reminds me so much in his mentality of Adam Greger, that they're not afraid of the situation. They know they can score. They know they can play. They're not afraid to defend. And so I wasn't worried about putting him in a starting lineup. I knew he was going to do what he does, and he's a basketball player, and he creates mismatches. He rebounds. He defends. Ready, so he's just going to get.
Coach, your team gets the win, 93-72. You blew 2-0. Congrats.
Good start. Let's go.
All right, we'll throw it back up top. We'll do the post game quickly. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the post game, it's Montana Tech 93, Concordia University of Edmonton 72 in the final. Diggers get the win. Definitely a conditioning game for Montana Tech. They did a couple good things, shot free throws better, shot the ball pretty good in that first half. Second half, not so much. But you had good standout performances by Jalen Coates, who scored 28 points. Lucas Vining, who came in, got his first college start and goes 15-12 to go along with some solid defensive efforts on that side of the floor. Montana Tech was led in assists by Jalen Coates, who had 4 assists. And then Paul Engstrom with another double-double, 14 and 10, and he was 8 for 8 at the free throw line. Some strong things for Montana Tech moving forward. The Diggers will play next on the 18th of October. That'll be next Sunday at 4:25 against Northwest Indian College. We'll have those games for you here on GoDiggers.com on the YouTube live stream. 4:25 will be the tip on Sunday. And on Monday, on the 19th, it'll be a 7:25 tip for the Diggers against NIC once again as we continue the preseason schedule for the Diggers. A couple of home games to warm them up, and then they hit the road, go play in some tournaments, play some different teams, some different non-conference opponents. Then the Frontier Conference schedule kicks off on the 3rd of December when they take on Carroll at Carroll. Then they play LC State at home on the 5th of December. It's all coming very fast. It's coming down the road. It's going to be a fun year for Montana Tech. They start out 2-0. So for everybody involved with the broadcast, all the camera guys and PJR director, I'll say thank you for tuning in, and we'll say good night, and we'll see you next Sunday.